Hello, good afternoon. That cut off a bit quick, didn't it? I need to change that, sort that out. I only knocked it together this morning. So, hello and welcome to the Budget Modeler and Malcolm from Model
Hello.
for Heroes. So, hello, Malcolm.
Hello, Malcolm.
How you doing?
Good. Very good.
Cool.
Not at work. Hey.
Yay, you've got the month off.
Kind of, yeah. Trying to. It was a bit of a stretch to get here, but I got it. I did it. I had to move some things around. Yeah.
Yay, finally, after a year.
Yeah. Yes, 11 months. 11 months of work and then just have a December off.
Yeah. Well, we should have started this in, what was it, February, like this year?
God, was it February?
Yeah. I was thinking about it the other day and it's like, good Lord, we're a bit behind.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There's no rush. Is there? That's a good thing about model making is you don't have a deadline. Well, unless you do have a deadline. But if it's just for yourself, then you do it whenever you want to do it.
Yes, very much, very much.
Yeah.
So the reason for this buddy build is Malcolm's doing the Revell 132nd F4U-1A. So am I, and we decided to, they've been sat there for a while. They need sorting out. Yep, that's a little tinker. That's the one we're doing. And we're just going to be doing it together, doing bits and pieces, chatting shit, talking about modelling, talking about what we're up to, bits and pieces. It can go anywhere, this conversation, especially with me and Malcolm. You just don't know where it's going to go. It could completely go down the pan.
It goes south.
Yep, or even better, in the gutter.
Well, let's climb out of the gutter.
Okay, let's start out the gutter first. We'll start on the pavement first and see where we go from there. So before we have a look at where Malcolm is, Steve at Scale Model says, morning-ish, afternoon, Steve. Gary Morris is in. What ho, chaps? Afternoon, Gary. How you doing, mate?
Hello.
Julian's in with afternoon, chaps. Julian. And Steve at TSM says, better late than never. Oh, yes, always. So let's cut across to Malcolm. So there we go. What have you been up to with your Corsair? How far along are you?
Okay, so I got this kit in 2002 for a Father's Day present, and it sat on my shelf for a while, and then I decided to start building it. I can't remember why I started building it, but I'll show you what the inspiration is, and that'll give you an idea of what I'm doing. Should have got this book out first, but never mind. Hey ho, live show. So if you've seen this book before, then you'll understand what paint scheme I'm going to go for. So I'm going to try and build the Corsair to look like this Hellcat.
Yeah.
F4F. Yeah, and I want to have that kind of weathered down, what's it called? Faded look, as if it's been in the sun all the time. So that's my reference material, if you like, somebody else's model. I just love it. I just love the way it looks. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do all the chipping and all that stuff. Yeah. And all the fading, which I've never done before. But the actual model kit itself, let me just switch my camera. Here we are. So it's been built and primed. I've done the canopy. I've done this one already, and it's all masked and everything. I've done all the parts, bits and pieces, as you can see, kind of in a pile here. What I've done with the build here is I've built most of it, as you can see. There's a bit of work done inside there. A little bit of highlighting and all that kind of thing. So that's all done inside. The cockpit was never really done, but what my idea is that it's going to be a crashed one, right? So it's going to be in this frame like this, and it's going to be sand, a bit of vegetation, blah blah blah, a few rocks maybe, and it's going to be half buried in the sand, and then all the work will really be across the fuselage here, all the paint work and weathering and everything, and then I may have a few plants or something at the background over here. As if it's crashed like a year ago, and it's now weathered down, and a bit of, nature is taking it back. That's my plan. So where I am at is I just need to prime it, really, I think. So I've primed it and I've re-sanded, and I've actually dusted it about a month ago because I knew that we were going to be doing this together. And it needs a redusting. So I might go over it with my airbrush just to get rid of the dust. And then, yeah, that's where I am, really. So I guess cleaning it up and repriming it today. That's probably where I'm going to be. What about you?
Me? So if I flick over quickly to me. Yep. Go on. Snap in camera. Yeah, thank you. So as you can see, it's in several parts. Oh yeah, Dustin Malcolm. Nice big makeup brush.
Oh. I quite like using an airbrush.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so quickly before I go through mine, Steve says, is Malcolm in his dress rehearsal kit for Panto?
Why?
Referring to your, if you go back to UCAM, he's talking about the top you're wearing.
Oh yeah, this is cool. This is my shed jumper or coat or something. It's not in my shed and it's rather nippy. So I've got this really thing. It's a Baja Mexican, not a poncho, but it's like a hoodie thing. Yeah. And if I have my hood up, it looks like I'm a wizard. Look.
Ah, the wonderful things about wizards.
Yeah.
These wizards are wonderful things.
Got small sleeves though. But yeah, it's got like a big pocket and it's really thick and kind of awesome. I love it. It's my shed wear.
Can you put your hands in your sleeves, in each the opposite sleeve? There you go, that's why they're short. Now try and clap.
Yeah. I think, where did I get this from? Good Elephant or something like that. If you're interested. There's all sorts of different colours. But it's made up, it's a Mexican thing. I didn't realise we were going to be doing fashion.
Yeah, I thought this was a modelling show.
I'm modelling your things you're wearing, maybe. Yeah.
Anyway, let's go back to the comments. John Mayfield says, afternoon all. Afternoon, John. How you doing?
Yeah.
Ginny says, built the Tamiya 148th Corsair in glossy blue. Loved the result. Then it crash landed. Oh, dear. That's not good.
Yeah.
So, yes, where am I up to? So let's just pop that over there for a moment. So as you can see, I've got all the wings up. I tell you what, let's put my lights back on, because I had to turn them off to begin with. There we go. That's better. So as you can see, I've done my wheel wells. Put a bit of detailing in there because they come very bland. I've added a lot of strips across and then some lead wire, and then just painted some black marks on it to make it look like connectors are in there. So that's where that is. They're all glued up. I've just finished off gluing those up this morning because they weren't gluing properly, so I had to super glue the bleeding things. So yeah, bit of filling that will need to be done, bit of carving, but apart from that, yeah, it's looking all right. Also on that, I've drilled the exhausts out, holes, and then got some tubing and just pop some tubing in there just to make it look a little bit better. Yeah, that's where I'm on that. This is all done, all glued up and up. I've found some holes that I need cleaning up on the front there, so I'll probably be doing those. All the rest of it looks okay. The where are we? Canopy's masked up with copy decks, just needs a spray. So there's those done. Front canopy's done as well.
Yeah.
Props been sprayed silver, ready for painting, and then I can do a bit of scratching and take that back. And here's the engine. So there's the engine, not looking too shabby.
Yep.
And here's my undercut. I don't know whether you can see, but let's have a look. Just there. That's a spring I've made. A couple of springs.
Yeah, it doesn't look like mine.
And I've got the brake pipes there as well.
Yes.
So these need spraying up and going on the wheels. So
I was really worried about the undercarriage when I was looking at it. The part between the bottom and the axle is very thin.
Yes, it is. That part is really, really thin.
Yeah, the bit that just before the right handle, right angle is incredibly thin. It worries me. So, well, I don't have to worry about it. So, if you end up breaking anything, I might have some spare parts.
Cool. So that's how it will look. Just adds that extra bit of detail to it.
Yeah, it's good. What's your grand plan then with it?
I'm going to be using my cry cut machine, and I'm going to be making some masks for it. So it's going to be Royal Navy.
Yeah,
it's not the Americans. So yeah, but it's going to be quite faded like yours.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So
have you got any references?
Not really, no. And I've also done, as you can see, just those bits there.
Oh right, well they
make these outer flaps open and close.
Okay, well the hinges.
So, yeah, I've just added those for a bit more interest.
Oh, what did you make? What did you make those out
of? That's angled styrene.
Right.
And then that's a G string from a guitar.
Okay, not the one hanging up.
No, not the red G string that is there. It's around here somewhere. Yeah, it's the proper G. Their proper G string. It's a G string from a guitar.
Yes, proper one. Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I'm up to on this. So I'm just gonna leave this to set properly and dry, and I'm just going to be cracking on with this front end because it looks a bit gruff.
Well, yeah, it doesn't look too bad from what I can see. It looks better than mine was.
It looks all right from a distance and on the camera.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's when you get close to it, you can see all the different bits, and it's like, no, that really needs to come down a bit, and then it needs to be just properly taken back with a fine sander. It's like when I run my finger over there, you can't see it, but I can feel the edge.
Yeah. Do you know what you should use? What body part you should use to run across the edge so you can feel the difference? Yeah, that's right. A tongue, because you've got more nerve endings in your tongue to be able to feel those sort of tiny little differences. So if you lick it, not saying you have to on live, but if you're trying to find somewhere that did have an issue, that's what you do.
I think I might be passing that one up.
It's Malcolm's top tip.
Yes. Lick your model. Find out what you've been up to.
Yeah.
Where are we? What are we doing? What's going on?
Can you hear my compressor?
No.
Oh. Lucky you. Okay.
Must be nice and quiet. So if I turn mine on, can you hear mine?
No.
Cool. So that's ready because I'll probably be doing some spraying later on.
Yes. I'm doing mine now.
Yeah. Julian says G strings and tongues. Oh yes. Nom 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 nom.
That's a good start. Good start.
Yeah. So I've had this. I'll say this. I said these for ages. There we go. I've had these for ages. And haven't actually used them. So that's 2,500. They're 1,500.
Oh, sandpaper.
1,000. That's 800. There's 2,000. It's one of these. You hook it all up, and then you come to your model and you go.
I see.
Like that.
Oh, and it conforms to the surface.
Yeah. So as you can see, it's straight away shown where I'm not sanding. So it's just, I don't know whether you can.
Not the end.
Just you can see that ridge there, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell my compressor's on because my camera's shaking. There we go.
It's on the same beam on the floor, is it?
No. Don't touch the models, but you can lick them, says Steve. Oh yes, it's like anything. Dominique's in. Hi, Steph. Hi, Dominique.
Hi.
Gary says, amazing tips, guys. Fashion, human biology, whatever next. No, we're not going sex education.
No, my eldest daughter is starting to learn that now at school. She finds
How old
it
is
very
she?
difficult. 12. 12,
Well,
doing all the reproduction organs and.
Yeah. We were about that age though, weren't we, when we learnt it?
I think so. I can't remember. Brilliant though. Good fun. Especially the people who are a little bit prudish. Watching their reaction was lots of fun.
Oh, that was fun. Because they just didn't know where to look, did they?
No. I think the teacher said something like, right, we're going to have a test on the testes. And I think the whole class lost it.
Yeah.
Especially that sort of fun things happening at school is... School's so boring. that when that kind of thing happens, it's incredible.
Yeah, and it's having the right teachers who put fun into it.
Yeah, she's got a good teacher for her biology. So
yeah, and that's where. Sorry, go.
She said something like, "Right, we're going to get when they started, they were going to get all the silliness out of the way. So let's start talking about your little willies." Yeah, I think I just enjoy the lesson, which is a point, isn't it? So it's all about enjoying learning and everything else.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. As long as you've got a teacher that can bring humour into what you're learning, people will learn a lot more, and they don't mind. Yeah, it's going to be some of it is going to be really dry, but as long as the teacher can bring some humour into it, then people will learn a lot better.
Yep.
I know I did.
Yeah, Gary says he didn't learn it in school.
Didn't learn it in school though. Lol. 3.
What's that? Is that meant to be a smiley face?
It could be.
There's a one-eyed cat. I'm using UMP's primer. Do you use that one?
What's that?
This one, UMP.
No, I don't. I use rattle cans.
Okay, cool.
Because I find them a lot quicker and a lot easier and just as good.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
So that has come out quite nicely.
This is the format that we used to have our live shows.
Yes, it was, wasn't it? When it was just me and thee. It's that chatting shit and doing this sort of stuff. So Julian says, "What's the crochet for, Malcolm?"
Crochet.
Just on the right hand side of your screen, the blue square.
Oh, this. Yeah. These are cup thingies, coasters. Coasters for my coffee when someone makes it for me.
Ah, got you.
Yeah. Coasters. Can't remember who made them. That's not good, is it? There's a reason I've got them in here. Can't remember what it is. Maybe someone very significant made them for me and I've forgotten.
One of your children?
Don't think so. No, because it's perfectly square and well made.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Say nothing.
And also, we've got Kieran Gardner's in. He says, "Hi, both. Hope you're doing well." Yep, doing really well. Thank you, Kieran. How are you? How's things? Hope you're well. Missing you in D&D.
Yes, we are.
Dominic says, "Is this a Hellcat?" Obviously, Dominic has not read the description. It's an F-4U-1A Corsair from Vought, made by Revell in 1/32 scale, as Malcolm is displaying there.
That's the one.
Thank you, Malcolm. And also, sorry, Julian says, "Okay."
Right.
I tell you what, I wish I'd have used these earlier. They're great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had them for about a year or so and just not, I've never really got round to using them. And to be honest with you, I wish I had. So, is there anything interesting that Models for Heroes has got planned for next year, Malcolm?
We've got lots of stuff going on next year. Nothing that is a kind of a firm plan yet.
Yeah.
It's all a bit in the air. And I don't really want to talk about it in case it doesn't happen. You know?
Okay.
But yeah, we're trying to expand our premises. We're trying to branch out into other places like model railway stuff. I want to attend some model railway shows.
Yep.
With Models for Heroes this year, if I can. And see if I can get our table at one of them.
Mm-hmm.
We are doing a lot more with the Wargamers. We are attending a lot of tournaments as well with the Wargaming tournaments, starting with one next week, I think it is.
All right.
Bicester, MOD Bicester.
Oh, very nice. That's just down the road from me.
Yeah, there's St. David's Barracks, I think it is.
Yes.
We've got a Warhammer tournament going on, and Models for Heroes is the main receiver of charitable funds.
Oh, right. When's that?
It'll be on the thingy. It'll be on the calendar. Good question.
I'm just who's attending that one?
Myself and Luke. Luke Carswell, and I believe Mr. Jacko is going to make it, but he has to stay the night.
Right.
It's on the 14th of December.
And that is a week on Saturday.
Wednesday.
A week on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh. I might come and join you.
Oh, cool. Okay. Go on to the volunteer page, please, then, and follow the instructions because it's behind the wire. I need extra bits.
Yeah.
If you're going.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
So yeah, I've been getting stuff ready for that. Because there are going to be like 150 serving personnel there. I've got loads of leaflets from the Samaritans and picking up some leaflets from Safa. I've got some leaflets on the way from Up Courage, the old Tills thing.
Oh yeah.
Just signposting,
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've raised quite a bit of money so far.
Oh, brilliant.
Nice. Yeah, good for them. And what else going on? Oh, no, loads of stuff. There you go. Can you hear that? I guess you can.
Yes, we can, but don't worry about it. It's part and parcel. Julian has asked, what make are the Sanders? Very good question. Well presented. Can't remember. I think I got them from AliExpress. And yeah, I'll be honest with you, I wish I'd have started using them a lot earlier. Really good. Because that is showing me exactly where I need to put more filler in. And the only place I can find is right here on the, I don't know whether you can see that. Just, where's my pointy pointer?
It's on the tip.
Yeah. Just in there.
Yeah, yeah. See, I've got the same issues. And then, of course, you've got the lovely rivets in between them as well.
Oh, yes, they're going to have to be replaced. So I've got some, I'll just do some stretched sprue, some stretched sprue, and then doff those in place. Gillian asked also, you've not been very complimentary about railway modelling in JMC, Malcolm.
I'm not very complimentary about rail modelling in real life.
That's very true.
But that's because I'm ignorant of it, Julian. I think I've only been to a railway show once when I was probably, I don't know, 2 or something like that. I was really young, so I can't really remember it. There must be veterans in that hobby that we can assist. There must be emergency service personnel in that hobby that we can assist.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd just be another group of people to
help,
approach and help and support. And most likely learn a lot of diorama-y things off. The fact that it's about trains going round and around a track is immaterial. It's the people.
Yeah, and I'm sure we can educate those on making scale models, because I'm sure they have similar sort of opinions to us.
Well, and vice versa, yeah. But yes, it's kind of a thing on JMC, isn't it? Talk about railways.
Yes, it is. I haven't heard the new episode yet. Gary Morris says, I so wish I could travel more. Whereabouts do you live, Gary? Just general area. Do you know where he lives, Malcolm?
I do know where he lives.
Oh, yeah, that's up to Gary to tell us. Sorry.
And it would be up to him to tell you. And he better be considerate about what he says. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You'll see if he does tell you.
Steve at Telescale Model says, I expect you will be going to Worley then.
Don't know.
There we go. Gary says Telford.
Yeah.
It's a shame he's up there. If he was closer, then I'd offer him lifts.
Yeah, well, he's quite often people ask if he's got any spare room on his floor. Certain show at the weekends in November.
Yeah.
He hasn't buckled yet.
He keeps saying no, does he?
Yeah. It's a different excuse every time. Yeah. One is, he hasn't got enough room. Then it's his wife wouldn't like it. And then it's, I don't want you to. And then.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. Well, if you did an Airbnb thing, you'd get enough money for a few kits.
Oh yeah,
Didn't
that's a good idea.
He's also got a bar in his back garden as well.
Oh, now, sorry, but yeah, he should be opening up to us.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a bar in his back garden.
He's got a shed with a door on it. Yeah.
You know what he could also do?
Mm.
Put a big tent up.
Mm.
And then charge everybody 20 quid less than the most expensive place.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be people who will be willing to stay in a tent.
Oh, I'm sure there will. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. No, I want a good night's sleep. Telford is rather tiring.
It is. It is. And you do need a good night's sleep. Tell you what, this is using a lot of bloody filler on it. The wings don't fit properly, or
You did not have to do it wings folded up then?
no, I'm doing the wings down.
Mm.
Even though I should have done it wings up, but it means detailing the internal bit, and it's like, no.
Mm. An attempt has been made in the kit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So you can. But to the detriment of people who don't want to.
Yes, very much so.
Hence why you're filling the hole in. I'm not going to fill mine in. I'm probably going to put some tufts growing out of it.
Gary says, certain people pressure me to open my bar. They used to.
Yes.
Wally is the equivalent to Telford, says Steve.
Oh.
Not heard of it.
No.
We've got that expo in Bedford at the beginning of next year, haven't we?
Yeah. Give us some details, Steve. Where and when? Wally.
Yeah.
I assume that's up north somewhere.
Not sure.
Well, that worked out quite well. I had sanded down some of the insides of these panels on the end.
Yeah.
You can see there's a bit of relief in them.
Yes.
Those ones I didn't. Nice and flat, but these ones I did.
Yeah, that looks quite good.
Yeah. Glad that was worth the time.
Yep, very much. Kieran says, I'm good, thanks. The baby is a bit clingy at the moment and won't let me leave him to get on for D&D. Hopefully, he will be better soon. Oh, bless you, mate.
Yeah, I got to say, he was at Kieran was at Bugle Call with us, and baby was clingy. Well, I think Kieran was quite clingy too. Got to say, not to me, to his child.
Yes. Gary says, unfortunately, when DVLA found out about my disability, they whipped my license away. So the current Mrs. Morris has to drive, and she does not in good nick. She's not in good nick either. Oh, bloody hell, mate. That's a bit of a nightmare. Mr. Bridges in. How do, Jack? Afternoon, Shagger.
Hello. I was in the container mark, this morning, and no, I said I didn't have the Typhoon. Well, we saw as I was looking, I saw a Typhoon there, and I was like, oh, we do have one, but it was a 148 version, not the 32nd version. Yeah, we don't have one, I'm afraid. He was looking for a Typhoon.
I've got a 172nd series now, because I probably won't build that.
No, he's after a 32nd.
No. And Steve at TSM says it's at Birmingham NEC, Malcolm.
Oh, okay. And when is it?
Not sure. Well, we asked Steve nicely. We will put the details in for us. So, yeah, if you could let us know when it is, Steve, that'd be brilliant.
That'd be really good, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, forgot to ask earlier, Steve. How are you getting on? How's things going for you at the moment?
I know that he's moved indoors.
Yeah.
For the winter.
Can't fault him.
Mm.
Especially with his conditions.
Mm. In his condition.
Yeah. I'll let Steve explain if he wants to. That is.
He's not pregnant, is he?
If he is, Bagsy B's manager, and I need to take 10%. Lord, what do you use half my blooming filler on these blooming wings?
I imagine there must have been quite some gap on the real aircraft.
Yeah, but not a 6 foot wide one.
Maybe not. Right.
It's like I can't remember who it was I was talking to. It was another modeler the other day. We got around to discussing panel lines and stuff,
Hmm.
and especially on the Tornado.
Right.
And yeah, they were filthy things. And being a line swine on the squadron, we were the ones who were meant to clean them, but we couldn't be bothered. We ended up usually having water fights, which was a lot more fun than cleaning aeroplanes.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh yeah, we got discussing panel lines on especially on Tonkers, and the fact that a lot of them had sealant around the edges to keep as much moisture out as possible, and that was to stop all the electronics bays getting soaked through when it went up to high altitude. And those panel lines you very rarely saw.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So, yeah, we were just chatting away about that and how people exaggerate the panel lines, and yeah, you'd see the panel lines, but when you look at the modeling, it's like, oh, that's a bit exaggerated, isn't it? So
What style of modeling you like, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So I've probably just opened a whole can of worms there. as we like to do on here.
Yeah.
How many cans of worms can you open?
Yeah.
You and James are good at that as well, aren't you?
No.
Of course
I
not.
certainly don't know what you're talking about. Ever discuss any controversial subject?
I thank you for trying, says Mark.
That's right, mate. Anytime.
Cool. Dominic says, long time no see, Steve. How are you? And Steve says, I've pinged some info, Malcolm. It's in late November.
Oh, he has. Oh, yes. So he has. Cool. Thank you, mate. I'll have a look at that at my leisure. My airbrush cap has gone walkabout, so bear with me a minute while I search for it.
Oh, dear.
Back in a sec.
Wonder how long it's going to take him to find it. So, what are you lot building? Let us know. So, what have we got? Steve says, to be honest, I'm pretty fed up with it all. I have a cardigan on Saturday, but still no further as to when the op will be done. I do know that it won't be before Xmas. Oh, mate, that is gutting because you were hoping it would be before Christmas, weren't you? So let us know what you guys are up to, modelling wise, how you're doing on it, what's going on.
Oh, I didn't find it.
Didn't you?
No. Which is odd because there's not many places for it to go.
Yeah. Have you got carpet in there?
Yeah. Well, no, I've got like a soft rug. I wouldn't say it's carpet. But there's not really any place to go. Oh, it'll turn up. Big shiny lid, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Never mind. Usually when you do that sort of thing, you find other things.
Yeah. I take it that's the lid that goes on your paint holder.
No. The cup, the airbrush
Yeah,
cup.
it goes on the paint cup. How do you lose that?
I dropped it. Just went to put it on and it fell out of my hand and then leapt across somewhere.
Oh, that's a bugger.
Yeah. Oh, bro. It'll turn up.
Oh, yeah, they always do.
Probably on your desk somewhere.
Let's have a look, see if I can see.
I don't want to spend the entire time under my desk.
Oh, here we go. Found it.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
I'll chuck it across the studio, okay?
Thank you.
There you go. Catch.
It'll land in a minute.
Yeah. It'll take a while to get there. Gary's working on the 172nd acre flank. Currently masking the camo. Oh, very nice. Which one? G for George with the Pratt & Whitney or the one with the Merlins? Gary Morris, shag pile.
Yes.
Lovely. That's not good.
I've got a small shag pile rug underneath my desk.
Yes. Oh. Steve at TSM says there's also the other big one at Crystal Palace. Are you talking about Selweg, Steve? Because I think that's the South East London Wargaming. That was at Crystal Palace. it's moved to where is it, Malcolm? Where's it moved to?
Selwig. Well, he's probably
Yeah.
talking about railway show, isn't he?
Oh, right. Okay, I'm not sure. I thought he was talking about wargaming.
No, he's probably talking about the railway thing, the NEC one. But Selwig is in that
Lee Valley. That's it.
yeah, athletics centre, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, what a bunch they are.
Assume you're going to go back there again?
Oh yes. Unbeknownst to us, the organizer, I know who he is. He's Simon. It's really, really nice bloke. He's ex-Navy. Bless him. And what he did before the show, he sent an email out to everybody saying, "Look, we've got Models for Heroes in. Any unwanted kits that you're not going to make, please bring them in and donate them to the guys. That'd be brilliant." And Lisa absolutely shit her pants because she was stood by it as I was doing bits and pieces, and people kept walking up to her and going, "You guys Models for Heroes?" And she'd go, "Yeah." "Here you go, I got a lot of kits for you," and handing her plastic bags full of kits. A couple of people brought black bin liners with kits in and said, "There you go, we hear you want these, we've got the email, here you go, hope these can help." It's like, oh my god, it's amazing, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's
they were awesome.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but then the modeling community is amazing.
Sure is.
The amount of things we get given, it's just ridiculous. And just got to say thank you to people because it's just the generosity is great.
I think I think modelers understand that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, they understand how much it helps and what it does for us.
Yeah. Absolutely. Right. I still got a little bit of an issue on my fuselage here.
Yeah.
If you can see that.
Give me a sec. Let's
It's not on focus, or is it?
There we go.
Yeah, you can just see it across here.
Yeah. I had the same on mine. Exactly the same place.
So time to fill it.
Yep. You can see it just there you go.
Oh yeah.
You can see the black line there. I had exactly the same issue with it there. So I got some more comments. Gary Morris says Merlin's called. That's a nice. Well, they're both nice models. Steve says railways. That's a Crizzy Paradise one. Dominique says I'm working on a train flat wagon, 135th, and can carry 80 tons, and there will be a Tiger 1 on it, and everything in its crates that I make from balsa wood. Ooh, nice. Ooh. Balsa wood's good, but I prefer coffee stirrers because you've already got the grain in it, and the grain shows up better in coffee stirrers, whereas balsa wood's quite flat. And at 1/35th scale, they're the right width for planks, so you don't have to mess around with width in it and cutting it down. And then when you stain it, and I just use normal wood stain, wood dye or Ronseal wood dye or anything like that, and it just brings the grain out. Just give it a quick dry brush and that's it. Julian says trying the release. Oh, he's trying to release the top off my red brown paint to continue my Panther. Get yourselves one of those. The bottom one, brilliant for Tamiya Pops. Dominic goes on to say, as if engine is running and special transport tracks underneath. And the plane tracks rolled up on the plate wagon. Cool. Looking forward to seeing that one. Steve says the London Festival Railway Modelling is in mid-March. Oh, nice. Modelling sponsored by Costa. Ooh.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Oh. If anybody likes this double sausage McMuffin, in Aldi, they do the sausage patties. And they're gorgeous. They also do the bacon and cheese and bacon wraps. You know, the ones Greggs do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Aldi make those as well. I've got to go out in a bit. Guess where I'm going?
Maybe hungry.
Oh, yes. Starting to get there again. I've only just had blooming breakfast.
Yeah, I was naughty. I skipped my breakfast. God, we're going online for 50 minutes. Loads of people comment. How many people got watching?
It says 6.
Yeah, right.
Julian says Amazon stuff. I went, yep, that was Amazon. Or was it? No, it wasn't. It was in Lidl. But I think you can get them on Amazon. Dominique says, I use balsa wood because the crates must be rotten. And then you get such an abandoned train with a lot of rust and dirt. Ah, there you go. Right, get you now. That's a good idea. Gary says, not as nice as compost sausage. Oh, compost sausage.
Proper compost sausage.
Yeah, proper compost sausage. Oop, they've popped out. Have to glue those tinkers back in.
Talk about the other night. Last night, I think. Compost sausages.
Yeah?
Yeah. On the show. On one of the... Last night. Yeah, on the intro to model making one. Monday nights.
Oh, yeah.
With Gary, I think, actually. Was there too. Yeah. I can't remember what the conversation was, but...
I don't know whether Gary's tried these or not, but they are my favourite things. They're the white sweets from personal survival packs.
Huh.
In a PSP, you got a tin of sweets.
Oh, right. Well, like Altoids or something, is it?
No, they're just high in sugar.
Oh, right.
And oh, they're gorgeous. Being an ex-armourer, we used to go down to the see the squippers, the safety equippers. So when because they've got Timex on the sweets.
Yeah.
And we'll go down and say, got any sweets? Which ones do you want? White ones, please. Or red ones. Or, yeah, my favourite were the white ones.
What are they called?
They were just boiled sweets.
Oh.
But they're
We were
in
talking about sweets as well last night. What was that about sweets, Gary, we were talking about? There was some name of something. It was a Navy thing, I think.
Oh, you're talking about egg banjos?
No.
Okay.
No.
Julian said, had compost sausages on a fishing trip in West Falkland. This is one time. Steve at Totally Scale Model says, Malcolm, speak to your contacts at Airfix. They should be able to help you get in contact with Simon Kohler from Hornby.
Okay.
See if we can get in there. Gary Morris says, the ones that were 90% glucose. That's why I now have diabetes. Lol. Yes, you're not the only one. They were so full of stuff. It was ridiculous. Well, by Christ, they were nice. Kieran says, I think they were just called hard-boiled sweets, Mr. Wormo. And Julian says, there used to be Spangles in 24-hour compo packs. Yeah, that's half the reason why the people who are in the military have got diabetes. The amount of stuff that was in their ration packs, and they were fed, is ridiculous.
Spangles. I choked on a spangle when I was a kid.
Did you hurt it?
I choked a spangle. No, I choked on a spangle. Oh,
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Fixed it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
Yeah. I used this stuff. You used that before?
What, Alclad? Oh, yeah. Love the stuff. What's that one?
It's the black primer.
All right, cool.
It's a micro filler as well.
I haven't got that. I've got the gloss back base for all the metals. I think I've got aluminium, duralium, dark aluminium, pale burnt metal, polished aluminium, white aluminium, chrome, pale gold, finished brass, magnesium, steel, jet exhaust, stainless steel, airframe aluminium, gunmetal, burnt iron, exhaust manifold, candy electric blue. That's for my Mini that I'm building. And I've also got zinc chromate yellow.
Oh, useful. The only Alclad I've ever used is this one. I don't use any of the colours, but I use this and just dab it on as you know, to fit it in the holes and things like that. It's quite good.
Yeah.
Especially if I don't, you know, if the holes are too fine for a normal filler.
Yeah.
Like that one was. Right.
Yeah, because what I might do is once I've cleaned these wing roots up. Come on. Yeah, thank you. Once I've cleaned the wing roots up, I'm going to use firstly airframe aluminium on it all around these areas and along there, and then spray it with the zinc chromate yellow.
Oh yeah.
And then go over it with the colours and use that as chipping.
That's a good idea,
yeah. Yeah. Alclad has changed name, by the way.
Have they?
Yes, it's now HR Hobbies. I believe that AK has taken the Alclad name, I believe, because all their paints are Alclad paints, all their metallics.
Don't know. Are they taken the factory and the manufacturing, or are they taken the name?
Just the name.
Weird.
That's why they've gone changed their name to HR Hobbies.
Weird.
So yeah, I might actually get some of that paint, Malcolm.
Yeah.
The microfiller, and try that. I've got Mr. Finisher. Let's see how that goes.
Not many people have it. You know, I was lucky. I bought two when I saw them.
Yeah.
I used to use it years ago. Do you remember? I've got two. Got one here as well. Do you remember the just before Bovington? There was lots of storms last year. The first Bovington of the year.
Yeah.
One of the model guys, their truck got knocked over in the wind.
Oh, good Lord.
and all their stock went all over the place. I don't know if you remember. There's loads of photographs on the internet about it.
Yeah.
But on there, they cleaned it all up and they had little damage. Obviously, they were too late to go to the show, so they just turned around and go back again.
Mm-hmm.
And when they were wheeling the Alcide stand back into their warehouse, it got knocked over.
Oh, good Lord.
And smashed a lot of the Alcide bottles they had. And this one was from that company. It was like quarter the price because they didn't know how much was in it, and it was opened and everything else. And they had loads of bottles like this that were just kind of busted up.
Yeah.
You know, not smashed, obviously, but opened or reopened. Anyway, so the guy who'd done it was absolutely gutted because obviously they survived all the way out there. They survived falling out of a van, going back in the van, driving all the way back, and then just as they get to the door, it smashes them.
Oh, no.
You have to laugh. Don't you?
Oh, Lord. That's a bit of a mare when things like that happen, isn't it?
Yeah. So I was lucky. I got 2.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to give Fred a shout.
Yeah. Give me a shout.
Got some comments. Oh, no, Steve. Just had Greg's delivered. Festive bacon, sausage and bean melt. Mmm. Oh, very nice. Gary says, we were talking about biscuits brown last night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the old fruit biscuits. Yeah, Julian says, biscuits, fruit were nice, Gary. Steve at TSM says, that's so hard to get hold of now, Malcolm.
Yeah. Well, I bought 2.
Yeah. Gary Morris says, how long are you on for, chaps? Only lunch is calling. Well, we've done an hour, Malcolm. Do you want to do a bit more, or do you want to knock it on the head there?
I was just about to start spraying a bit of a colour, and I was going to. So yeah, half an hour more.
Yep. Yep, can do that. Another half hour.
Yeah.
Then I have to go and take my car in. It needs to be looked at.
What colour would you use for zinc chromate?
Tamiya yellow green XF4 if you've got it.
4. Oh. Just so happens. That's what.
XF4. One you made earlier.
I got these stickers. You seen these before?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'll show you. I'll switch my camera around. So that up the top there, you can't see it. That's on the top right one is my Tamiya one.
Right.
And those have all got the labels on the front, so I can see what they are.
Nice.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah. What is it? I saw somebody. Can't remember who it was. You know these. I think what are they? 20 ml bottles you can get from that Vallejo come in. Somebody's got a load of those and transferred all their Tamiya paints into those. And
Gosh.
put stickers on the front.
That's effort.
Gary says, okay, chaps, I'll be back shorty. Don't call me shorty. He didn't. He just said shortly.
Shortly.
Yep. See you shortly. Need to leave that lot to dry. Can't do much with that. So I am just going to do a quick bit of spraying. As I do with the cat rattle can. I've got to pop outside because otherwise I'll be choking and coughing and it's not good for you.
See you in a minute.
Always spray outside. Don't spray inside. Unless you're using an airbrush, of course.
Yeah, you got an extractor fan and everything else. Which I do. Got a spray booth and an extractor fan. Get me. Oh, Dominic says it's not cold in the man cave, or do you have a heater? I do have a heater. Yes, I do. On currently, turn you around. There, heater. Just a little bit warm at the moment. I usually try to keep it on just low, and it takes the edge off. And I have a nice big jumper on. You can see, and that helps. But I also got this stuff on the windows too. See that? This plastic.
Oh, the film that you
that
heat
makes
up, but it shrinks.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Yes, I bet.
That's really helped. But no, I'm quite lucky in here. It's quite well sealed up.
Yes, I've got the same. Nice little heater. So there we go.
Oh yeah.
No seam lines. Get in.
Yay. Yeah.
And then underneath. So there we go. Right. Oh, good Lord, I've got a bent. There we go.
Ooh. If it was me, I would take them off. Rip them all off, store them, and keep them.
Yeah, I'm very good at taking them off, storing them, and forgetting where I've stored them. I'm dead good at that.
For Christmas, you need to ask for a little pot of pots, you know? Like a little screw holder or screws holder, you know? With little compartments.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those. But they're all used up.
All full of stuff.
Yes. Oh. So I think it's time to do a little bit of spraying.
Yep. Me too. I was going to use my thingy, vibrator thingy.
Oh, you've got one, have you?
I do, but I don't know what I've done with the wire. Is it an American or European plug on it?
Ah. You mean like that?
Yes, I got one of those. Yeah.
You get your paint, and you go. To buy one of these, a modelling one will cost you about 75, 80 quid. Because it's got the word modelling. Because I bought this one, and it's got a tattoo on it. And it only cost me 35 quid.
Yep.
Never buy anything with the word modelling on it.
No.
Right, where are we? There we go. Cockpit green. Do a bit of spraying.
Okay.
Dominic says, Steph, you already received the one from the auction. Yes, I got the model. It's here.
Oh yeah.
I love this thing. It's awesome. It reminds me of an HE Treble 1. Looks a bit like a Heinkel. Heinkel! No, it's a Messerschmitt. No, it's a Heinkel. And it looks great. I'm saving that for the 48 and 48 because it's a 48 scale.
Right, I'm gonna do some spraying too.
Yep. Dominic says that you offered €1 more over me. Oh, yes. Last minute snipage. No, it was last minute, last second. Kieran says, also the nail art ones are cheap. Oh, yes, are they ever? But the amount of stuff you can get for nail art that works in modelling is brilliant. And it's so much cheaper. So much cheaper. I tell you what is good as well. The stands that they use for the nail varnish. You get all of those, they're good as well. You can screw those to your wall.
I love airbrushing. It's good, isn't it?
What's that?
Airbrushing.
Oh, yeah.
Happy little airbrushing. I'm curious saying about the nail art ones. The nail art mixers are cheap too. I think mine's a nail art one. I think I bought mine from Wish or AliExpress or somewhere. I don't trust the electrics in it.
No?
I don't trust them, no. They worry me. Because it buzzes when it's not on.
Right.
It's plugged in and plugged into the power. Sitting there buzzing away. So it's certainly not on when it's in the shed.
Yeah. Hey, this could be fun. I saw that earlier. Where have you bloody got to? Oh, good Lord. Missing part of the undercarriage. Marvellous.
You lost it?
I saw it earlier and it's around somewhere.
Okay.
It's one of those bits.
Well, like I say, if you've got if you lose any bits, you can have some. You can have my undercarriage and my flaps. Hey, and you can have undercarriage doors, pitot tubes, rear flaps, and the propeller. I think. I don't think I'm going to use that.
Yeah, I think I'll take you up on the undercarriage doors. Yeah, that would definitely be handy. Especially as I'm bloody missing them.
Flaps, Steve.
Steve says, the missus is watching Corrie, and there's a Walter on the show stuff. Yeah, pig and Waltz.
Walter.
Yeah, Walter Mitty's.
Oh, is there? Well, on the show,
Yeah.
as a Walter Mitty or somebody who's
Somebody's called Walter, I think.
no. We've never had one.
No, we haven't, have we?
No.
Well, here's to hoping we don't.
Well, the way I see it is probably completely different to the way you would see it, but I see it as if somebody's willing to do that, to lie, they've obviously got something going on they need some help with somewhere.
Yes. Well, definitely. Definitely, there is something going wrong inside their head. As I say, they need help desperately. I love airbrushing because it's so much quicker than hand painting, and it looks better than hand painting, in my opinion. But the one thing I hate about it is bloody cleaning up.
Yeah.
Why can't one of these companies invent a self-cleaning airbrush? It's a fortune.
Yeah, I agree.
That's, to be honest with you, that's why I like Alclad so much.
Oh, because it doesn't take much cleaning up.
Yeah, you just drop a bit of enamel thinners in it, blow it through, and that's it done. Clean.
Oh,
Any enamel or lacquer-based paint, they clean out the airbrush so much easier. Dribble in. Give it a blow back. Yep, that's cleaned. Oh, yeah, Malcolm, stop you dropping bits on the floor. Get yourself one of these. Give me a sec.
Ah, yeah, gotcha. Well,
Bar aprons.
look at that. I've got this on my lap.
Yeah, I always have this bar apron, roll it up, and it sits there, and I'm always dropping bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And it has saved me so many parts from being dropped. It's ridiculous.
Just stops going through between your legs then.
Yeah, it stops dropping onto the floor. And it's like, woohoo!
And it's just a bar apron, so it's a half apron thing, yeah?
You know the aprons that the barman and bar people wear?
Yeah. Yes.
It's two of those sewn together.
Oh.
And then the bottoms are sewn together. And I've got, if I want to, I can have one that's like a bib that wraps around me and I tie up at the back.
Yeah.
And the other I tie to two parts on my workbench.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So it's actually sits under the lip of the bench. So
Right.
if anything goes over it, it drops straight into the apron.
Yeah. Well, so you have to get up and down.
Yep.
Lisa painted that tank yet?
Nope. She had a show last week. And she's got rehearsals every night this week and bits and pieces. But I will get her onto it this week or next week.
Well, I was only really interested in the building. She's done that bit, so she doesn't have to do it, but it would be nice.
Yeah.
She did. Totally Scale Models. Mr. Steve says no. A bloke saying he is ex-Navy but has been rumbled.
All right. Who was that?
It's somebody on Coronation Street.
Ah. Ready? Now this bit goes. And there we go. Lots of little rivet heads to be made from that. Yep, there we go. Like saying he's ex-Navy but was been rumbled. Good. Right then. Nice sharp knife. And let's make some rivets.
Rivet making.
Oh, rivet bouncing.
Riveting.
Where are we? I need a...
Dave Skelly says, hello, boys. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave. How you doing? Oh, I recognise that emblem. Right. See if I can see these better on here.
What happens when you walk your paint down too much?
What? Spider's legs?
No. Watermarks.
Oh, yes. What pressure are you spraying at, Malcolm?
12.
Right, take it down to just below 10 and try that.
I think it might be because I've watered it down too much as well.
If you've got thin paint, always use low pressure.
Okay. One of my games my daughter likes to do, she comes in here, just come in here and play with the airbrush, and roll up pieces of paper and play football with it, you know, on the floor. She's got show the airbrush she uses. Look at this.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, proper one, proper beast. And in the summer, she fills that with water, goes outside and starts spraying leaves and stuff with it, and whoever comes close enough.
James is in. Afternoon, boys. Afternoon, James.
Ew. Look, James, I'm actually making a model and stuff. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, and he's not running a show.
And I'm not running a show. No.
That's why we came on time.
I have no control.
There's that, and use that for redoing lines.
How are you doing, Mr. Model Officer? How is Dave Skelly? Totally Scale Model says Griff. Is that the name of the character?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I wonder if they got the Mitty hunters involved on the show then.
Oh, they might have. I don't know what the hell's going on at the moment, but the amount of idiots that they're exposing is ridiculous.
Well, as they grow, more people are approaching them with more people approaching them, I guess.
Yeah.
They need to make it legal, don't they?
Yep, they do.
So at the moment, I think it's is it unlawful to
Something like that, yeah.
impersonate? Oh, there's obviously there's a law surrounding impersonating police officers, but I don't think there is a law surrounding. Oh, hang on, no. There might be a law like around misrepresenting yourself for nefarious purposes. You know, if you're going to go along to a cosplay or something, it's different. But...
Yeah, going to cosplay is different.
Yeah.
But if you're going to a Remembrance Day parade, and like the idiot in Kettering that's local to me,
yeah,
and trying to make out that you're an ex-warrant officer 1 from the SAS.
Why is it always the SAS?
It's either the SAS, the SBS, the Royal Marines, or the Paras. It's never a bloody chef.
No. No. And you don't get someone who served saying, "Yeah, I never served. I'm a civilian." A reverse ultimatum.
Yes. When I went to, I had to go. Well, I didn't have to go to Russia. I went to Russia, and they said, right, if you want to come in, you've got to tell us if you're in the military. Yep, I was in the military. What did you do? I was a chef. I told him I was a chef.
So you reverse mitted.
Yes.
Model officer says, "I'm thinking I may have drunk too much this morning, as I can see you making a model." I know what you mean. Yeah, my room smells of thinners and stuff, rather than just farts. Dave Skelly says, "Malcolm, in my head, 'Hello, boys' wasn't as camped as it sounded when you said it." Oh. Hello, boys. Kieran says, "I think a lot of them came out of their caves for remembrance."
Yeah. That's sorry, I should be catching up with comments.
That's right. I mind. I'm just not clicking on them, obviously.
Yep. There we go. James says, "I'm thinking I have drunk too much this morning, as I can see you making a model." This is my day has so far been quite messy. Is that quite messy alcohol induced? Dave Skelly says, "Mark in my head. Hello, boys. Wasn't as camp as it sounded when you said it." Kieran Garder, I think a lot of them come out from case of remembrance. Also says, "I know in the US it's classed as stolen valor." Yes, it is in the US, and it's illegal.
Yeah.
Over there, they get put away for it. Dave Skelly, the difference between unlawful and illegal is one is against the law, the other is a sick bird of is a sick bird of prey. Illegal. Oh dear. Isn't it time we go, Malcolm?
Yeah. I think so. I finished my I'm just cleaning the airbrush now.
Cool. I've just cleaned mine.
So I'll show you what I didn't do. I have gone over and given it that chromate look, because I've got some chipping to do on here, so I'm putting some color underneath.
Yep.
And then I'll do my sort of chipping layer around these bits, and then it'll be. So yeah, I've got to put the mask on or whatever it is I'm going to use, and then I'll put the start putting the blue down.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, obviously I haven't done it uniform because I need want to have it to have, and I haven't painted the bottom before anyone asks.
Well, what's the point? No one's going to see it.
Oh no, it's going to be buried in the sand. So.
Why the hell not?
Yeah. exactly.
That is really coming along nicely, Malcolm.
Yeah. Take my time.
Yeah.
Spray. Still a bit of watermarks on here, but it's just the chipping layers. It doesn't really matter.
Yep. So that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So where are we? Kieran said, aren't all the cooks classed as SAS due to having the ability of killing without anyone knowing they did it? Yeah. He's not wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
James says, I had a family friend who said he was a civvy, but when he died, it turned out he had served from a young age in the Second World War and even longer in the CIA. Bloody hell.
Wow.
When I saw that Hello Boys, I immediately remembered the Wonder Bra billboard ad from a few years ago. Well, you know why they called them a Wonder Bra, Steve? Because you take them off and you wonder where the hell they've gone. So, moving swiftly along before we get told off by YouTube. All the seams have been done on the main fuselage, top and bottom. And I've also got a bit of stretch sprue and replaced some of the raised bits just there and there. I've got another one to do, a little bit to do there, one across there, and I've got some rivets to do there. So I've got to find some. These are a bit too fine. Come on. Thank you. Those that I've cut are a bit too fine to replace these rivets. So I've got to have a look at my collection of styrene, see what I've got that I can use to replace those. So that's where I've got to on the main body. On the wings, all filled up. So I just got to leave that to dry overnight and then clean it all up, sand it down, and then see which parts need to be refilled again.
Brilliant.
That's where I'm on up to.
Getting there.
They are. Hopefully I'll be able to get that put together on the next show, which not sure when it'll be. I've got to discuss that with Malcolm after the show.
I think at the moment, I think it's Friday.
Okie dokie. Cool.
I think.
So we'll definitely be doing Tuesdays.
From 12.
Yep. At 12. And if we can get them in on a Friday, we will be getting them in on a Friday. So that's all down to Malcolm's calendar. Mine is free. So if Malcolm can do it, we'll do it. I'll stick a one up in a budget modder on Facebook and on YouTube, so you get notified. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and you'll get a notification about when we're going live next. So that's us done. We've done an hour and a half. Thank you very much for joining me, Malcolm. Look forward to seeing you again on Friday.
Yep. No worries.
You'd like to say your batty ties?
Yes. If you haven't already, click the like button down below. If you like it a lot, then like it twice.
No, don't like it
I mean,
twice.
no, don't. No, like it 3 times. Sorry. Yeah, that wouldn't work, would it?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I'll hopefully see you Friday. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. No, thank you for joining me. Steve at Telescale Model says, lol. And James says, riveting afternoon ahead for Steph. Yeah. And on that note, batty tie, everybody. Stay safe, keep modeling, and we'll see you on Friday. Laters.
Bye.